Today's topic is inflammation. Okay, so there are lots of things that may be causing inflammation, and inflammation causes weight gain. So if you're carrying around extra pounds, it's not just about losing fat. If it were, calories in versus calories out might work, but it doesn't, at least not in the long term. Additionally, inflammation contributes to most chronic health conditions, and so we really need to reduce inflammation. So let's talk about what causes it. We'll cover three main areas: toxins and gut health, sleep hygiene, and chronic stress. Let's talk about toxins first. They come in many forms. They can be environmental, from things like car exhaust or common household cleaners, recreational drugs and alcohol, pharmaceuticals, and even the food we're eating. While humans do have organs like our kidneys and colon that are meant to help move these toxins out, we face a level of toxicity like never before, and our systems are overloaded. Because of this, our body creates fat to hold on to these toxins and protect our vital organs. This is why detoxes and cleanses have become more popular in recent years. They give the body a break and allow it to move these stored up toxins out. The problem is that a lot of detoxes can be stressful to an already stressed out body and have unintended consequences. It is extremely important that we detox on a semi-regular basis, but it's even more important that we know how to do it safely. This really depends on the individual, and guidance can be helpful. Toxins can also be created internally through poor food combining, eating while our nervous systems are in the wrong state, which is addressed in the mindful eating video, or eating foods that we may not even realize we're sensitive to, even if they're of high quality. Unfortunately, some of these may be a very regular part of your diet, like sugar, dairy, and gluten, which are known to cause inflammation. They could also be things like eggs, cashews, or sweet potato, which was the case for me, even though I had no idea. It's important that we understand how to identify our food sensitivities, which are often the result of poor gut health, but they can be reversed. They are not always obvious, and in my experience working with others, they usually aren't. But because of our current lifestyle, most of us have them, and they are affecting us. Testing or an elimination diet can be very helpful here. Now, when it comes to processed foods, our bodies just don't know how to digest the chemicals, additives, artificial coloring, highly processed oils, or other compounds. And it's not just packaged foods that are a problem, it's also the takeout and the restaurant meals. While it's certainly a fun indulgence from time to time, they often use low quality ingredients that do not nourish us. These foods are all gut irritants, which break down the health and effectiveness of our digestive tracts. And when that happens, our guts become inflamed. We pack on the pounds and chronic health issues set in. You may have heard the term gut health in the past, and this is exactly what this refers to. Unfortunately, for most of us, this was not taught in health class, and most of us just don't know what we don't know. This is why re-education is a huge part of escaping the vicious cycle of poor food choices and poor health. Now, gut health is a huge topic, and this barely scratches the surface, but it's important to know that this is a factor in restoring and maintaining our health. This is where we make critical vitamins and hormones, including most of our serotonin production. If our gut is happy, we will be happy. It's also responsible for our metabolism, so if we feed it well, we will be rewarded with good immunity and a lean body. And immunity is more important than ever, is it not? Healing the gut is an individualized process, and this is another area where it can be helpful to have support and guidance when making the lifestyle changes necessary to make this shift. Now, another contributing factor to high inflammation is poor quality sleep. We need 7 to 8 hours of good sleep for our body to rest, recharge, and clean itself of the harmful toxins that have accumulated in our systems. Eating late, watching disturbing media like the news, right before bed, or not having a good sleep environment like a dark, quiet, and cool room can all mess with the quality of our sleep. And good sleep is so important. Okay, now mental health. This is major, especially lately, is it not? When we are under high stress continually, which most Americans are due to a number of factors, we make extra cortisol, which tells our bodies to hold on to fat. We can't release fat when we're stressed out. It's vital that we find ways to cope through good mental hygiene. This can involve meditation, yoga, or other types of exercise, but it's also a matter of being aware what we let into our minds through things like bad media, toxic people and situations, and so on. Having boundaries around this is a major part of self-care. All right, so we covered toxins and gut health, sleep hygiene, and chronic stress. Hopefully you have a better idea of what may be contributing to your inflammation, which is certainly contributing to any extra weight you may be carrying or chronic conditions you may be dealing with. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.